Hi everyone, it's Nisha. So today I wanted to show you how I dry my hair for less damage. Just a little disclaimer, I'm not a hairdresser, I'm not an expert, I'm just a jack of all trades, master of none. So this is just how I do things. So as you know, I have bleached hair, fine hair, and obviously that sort of hair is very prone to damage. But I have noticed that over the last few months my hair is looking much better, and I have changed a few things, how I do things. I wash my hair as little as possible because every time I wash my hair I have to blow dry it or style it, and that causes more damage. I probably wash my hair 3 times a week, but I don't style it every time. So on the days that I'm not filming or not going anywhere, I will just dry my hair dry just with a hairdryer and then just put it up. So I use as little heat as possible. So that's a good thing to do, because if you wash your hair every day, you're stripping it out of oils, the natural oils that come through your scalp, and then you use heat every day on it, so that will damage your hair even more. So let me tell you first what shampoos, conditioners I use. I've been using now for ages. The Olaplex shampoo is the number 4, and as my conditioner I actually use the Olaplex number 8, which is Bond Intense Moisture Mask. I don't use it as a mask, I just use it as a conditioner. You only need 1 pump, 1 or 2 pumps. I've been using these for, I don't know, when I started using Olaplex a few years back, but I would just use it sporadically, but lately I've been using just these 2. Also, I love this. This is Joico K-pACK Clarifying Shampoo. So clarifying shampoo is a shampoo that gets rid of all the product buildup. You know, if you use styling products, hairsprays, sometimes the normal shampoo won't get it all off, especially from your scalp as well. It gets rid of all the pollution. So you know, if you've got bleached hair, after a while, before your next appointment, the hair goes a bit brassy and yellow. If I use this, and I use it maybe every 2 weeks, so I don't use it at every wash, but maybe every couple of weeks or every 3rd or 4th wash, I haven't needed to use blue shampoo or anything like that for my hair. So definitely, and I love K-pACK. I've used Joico for years as well. This one does. Some clarifying shampoos can really strip your hair. You will even feel when you're washing your hair with clarifying shampoo that your hair feels a bit more, you know, like less slippery once you've washed it and rinsed it, because it strips your hair a bit from, but mostly from all that buildup, but it's not drying or damaging. So I love this. So that's all I use for washing and conditioning my hair. Now what I do, I don't ever straight away after I've washed my hair just, you know, dried it a bit in a towel and dry it, because the wetter your hair, the more damage you will do with a hot tool. So I put it in a towel and I do my makeup, and that will take me half an hour or so while my hair is drying. It's been a bit longer now. Do it as long as you can, so you don't want to start drying your hair when it's completely wet. Okay, so I am going to take my towel off now. And the next thing is I brush my hair, obviously. I use the wet brush. I really like them. They are meant to be used on wet hair. This is my new one, which I don't like as much as my old one, but my mother stolen my old one. So I brush my hair gently, don't pull too hard. So my ends started to dry now, you can see, because they are the thinnest. And the last thing I do is I use the K18 leave-in treatment. This is amazing. This is a bit like the Olaplex they have some leave-in thing as well, but I find it even better. This is the Leave-In Molecular Repair Hair Mask, and this just repairs the bonds in your hair. I'm not going to go into the chemistry of it and how it works. With this, I use just that much, tiny bit. This thing is really expensive. Hang on, I rub it in my hand and I just run it sort of mid-length and ends. You can put it all over your hair from the roots, but I only use it on like from mid-length to the ends, and that's all you need. This is very expensive for what it is. Well, not for what it is, for the size. I was lucky when I bought it. I found it somewhere half price. I don't even remember how much it is, but I know it is expensive. But you just use that tiny pump. It should last you for a very long time. Okay, so now I am just going to, I don't anymore dry my hair with, you know, brush and a hairdryer. I don't style it like this because I feel that's more damaging as well, because you have to hold the hairdryer on your wet hair for a very long time in one place. Hairdryer that I use is the Dyson hairdryer. I've had it for years. I love this hairdryer. Yes, it is very expensive, and I'm not saying you need this hairdryer. Any good powerful hairdryer that has the different heat settings and blow settings is good. I just love it. The technology of it is amazing. I love the shape of it. It's very comfortable. It's not heavy. So if you can afford one, I would strongly recommend it. I don't anymore dry my hair with the nozzle on. So what you have to understand, your hair cuticles lie like roof tiles. If you dry your hair down this way and you have this concentrated heat, it will make those tiles lie flat. That's when you get very smooth, flat look, which I don't want. I like to go like this, so my cuticles are all roughed up, therefore my hair is looking bigger. Also, I feel with fine bleached hair, if you use the nozzle, the heat is really concentrated, therefore it burns your hair more than having it like that and blowing it in a much bigger space. I hope you get what I'm saying. So imagine if you are outside, it's really sunny and windy, and that warm wind is just drying your hair. Okay, now the settings are very important. This hairdryer has 3 heat settings and 3 power settings, how fast it blows. So when I start drying my hair, I have it on the highest blow setting, the power setting, and on a second heat setting. I never ever use the hottest setting on this hairdryer. If you've got very thick hair, then you are probably fine to do that, but I start on a second. And I start at the back and at the root. That's where my hair is the healthiest, obviously, the thickest. It's much thicker at the back than at the front. Look, my hair is almost dry now at the front because it's so fine. So I start doing that and I dry it in all sorts of directions, upside down, to get as much volume as I can. So let me do that quickly. I will speed it all up and then I come back to talk to you about the rest. When my hair is like 80% dry, like this, I then go down in a heat setting again. So I do it on the lowest setting. So the drier my hair is, the less heat I'm putting on. Is just the power, the powerful wind that comes out of it. Because, like I said, I want to use as little hot heat as possible on my hair. So my hair is dry now. As you can see, it doesn't look too bad. I used to, after just blow drying my hair would be like feathers at the end, really fluffy and looked really damaged. And lately looks so much better considering it is bleached. Now, you might feel that your hair is dry, but really there is probably some moisture inside the cuticles that you can't feel. Therefore, I don't start using any other of my heat tools like straighteners or curling tongs till my hair is really dry. So I would now just go about my day like this and wait for my hair to completely dry, because I think the biggest sin is to use straighteners, any hot tool that has direct contact with your hair, using it on damp or wet hair. That just will completely singe your hair. That's why I usually do this the night before. So I will wash my hair, just dry it and go to bed, and then use my other tools the next morning. Also saves on time, but for the purpose of this video, I'm doing this in the morning. Also, if you curl your hair, for example, on hair that is not 100% dry, or try to straighten it, apart from damaging it, it won't hold that style, because you make a curl, but because your hair is still damp inside, while it dries, it will just drop. The same way as if you've done your hair and went outside and it was quite damp outside. So your hair has to be really dry to hold the style, whatever you do after you've dried your hair. So the days that I don't need my hair to look really good, I will just get to this stage and I just put it up. I just put it up with like a crocodile clip. I might just run quickly a straightener through the fronts here, because you know it's a bit fluffy, but that's what I do on the days that I don't need my hair to look really good. So now I'm going to go off for an hour or so, let my hair dry completely, and I will be back. Okay, it has been around an hour. I am pretty confident that my hair is completely dry, but as you can see, it's very flat because my hair is very fine and I like big hair. So you might have seen me using the Voloom, which is a type of crimper that you use at the roots of your hair underneath to give yourself a bit of volume. And I only use it, I probably do 1, 2, 3 sections here from the crown to the back, and then one here and one here. I will not be going through it because I've done a video reviewing Voloom, really love it, this is my everything. I will link it here, I never remember which site it is, or maybe at the end as well. I will link the video where I'm reviewing this so you can see how it works. I will speed it up just to save time. Okay, so this is done. You saw that I would always take a section from the top and do it underneath because you want the top section to cover the crimping. So now I'm going to let it completely cool down, because if I start messing with it, I might straighten it again. So I'm going to leave it to cool down and then I will move on to straighteners. So as you can see, I'm still using hot tools, so I am still damaging my hair. As long as you bleaching, coloring your hair and using any hot tools on it, you're still damaging your hair. But I'm trying to minimize it, so this is how I do it. These straightening irons are from Irresistible Me. They are very old. I don't know if they still sell them. I will have a look. Just please remember, if you're buying it from the UK, you will have to buy a converter plug, you know, from US plug to UK plug. I love them. They are vibrating infrared. Don't know if you can see it. You probably can see the, oh yeah, you can see the light there. I really like them. They glide so lovely, and I've had them for years, so they work for me. But you don't have to have these. The most important thing is that you have temperature control, because for fine bleached hair you mustn't use very high heat. I use them on 180, I think it's 185, let's say between 180 and 190 Celsius, which is about 370 Fahrenheit. So now I will section my hair. I take like a rectangle from the top, because I will do that last. And then now I'm going to make few sections around my head. I don't do them, you know, really precisely. You need some of these clips. It does sound like a lot of work. Well, it is a lot of work, but you know, obviously I'm talking through it. It doesn't take me, it takes me probably, if I wash my hair the night before and in the morning, it will take me, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes or so. So I have my hair sectioned now, and I'm going to be straightening. So we're carrying on damaging our hair, but we could do worse. Yes, definitely don't be tempted to use your straighteners on a higher setting, because again, that will definitely damage your hair. Use lower setting and just thinner sections of the hair so the heat can penetrate both sides of the section. So I will speed up through it, and I see you on the other side. Now, where you start seeing the crimping, don't go over it with your straighteners, because you will just straighten it out. So I have a bit of crimping here in this section, so I'm going to start straightening from here, just straightening my ends. I don't want to straighten this crimping. So you see the crimping. I am not going to go over that, I will go below it. The same at the back. I can see my crimping is here, so I just go below it. Now I am going to do the back, and I start from the back. Again, don't touch the crimping. So now I'm going straight back with these sections. See my crimping here? I'm not touching that. And now the last section, I will go right from the root, because I want this to cover the crimping. And now the front I will do forward. I need to separate this because it's too wide. So let me do these two little bits. And now this what's left, I'm gonna do forward. So here's a bit of my little fringe. If you want to see how I cut this little wispy fringe, I've got a video on that as well. I will leave it linked in at the top of the screen. And I go forward and slightly under. I have a natural cow's lick, so that just splits. Then I take another section, again go forward, I bevel it a bit, and that's my hair done. So you see, if I go like this, because of that crimping, the scaffolding underneath, if I just go like this, I get bigger hair. But I don't stop there. I mean, I would stop it on a normal day, but again, if I want my hair to stay and look really good, I will back comb the crown of my hair as well. So I'm going to do that. You can use any type of back combing comb, or I use this Denman, this is like half bowl hair brush. I quite like that. I think it's a bit less damaging, and I do it really gently. I might as well show you. So I take this section at the top and I just twice go very gently on the surface of that. I spray it with the Bedhead Masterpiece at the root. Then I do the next section, 1, 2. So I am still damaging my hair, but a bit less. You need that to dry. And then I do a couple here on the side as well. This is gonna look very funny, you watch. So, whenever you see my video and you tell me how nice my hair looks, you can appreciate now how much work it was to look like this. Because when you've got thin, silly hair, that's what happens. Ta-da! That's how I would like to wear my hair. Nice and big. So I'm going to let that hairspray completely dry, and then I will obviously tame that. So when I'm brushing it, I'm just brushing the surface. I don't really go in because I will brush out all that back combing. Now the back is a mess, but before I touch the back, I am going to spray the top. And when that is dry, I will go and brush out gently the back, because obviously it's like a nest in a bag there, but I have to go to another mirror. Okay, so I've brushed it out now. And that's my hair done. Now, some of you have been asking about me adding the extensions to the sides, because obviously you can still see my sides are very thin. So sometimes I use just 2 clip extensions. Now these are from Beauty Works. I will leave you the link to the exact color. You see, I like them with the root because my roots come through and that really disguise them. I didn't buy them like this. They don't come that short. What I do, I buy the set, I cut them into that size, and I sew extra I just move the little clips if I need to, and then I clip it to my hair and I cut it to the length. If you can't do it yourself, I would recommend to do it, your hairdresser to do it. I mean, I haven't done a brilliant job, but you know. So I look to where my hair needs to go, about here. So that's where I will stick my comb and clip these in. And this adds a bit of length and volume. Can you see the difference? So that's what I do with these. It's not so easy once you've backcombed it and so that's how I do it. Whew. That was long, wasn't it? It does take a lot of work when you've got such fine thin hair that is easily damaged, but like I said, all of this still damages your hair, but the way I do it, I think I try to minimize the damage. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will link everything that I've used down below. Thank you so much for watching and stay fabulous. Bye.